Priscilla Presley, the iconic former wife of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, has long been a symbol of grace, beauty, and unwavering loyalty. Her relationship with Elvis was the stuff of legend, but it was a union that eventually ended. In the years following, fans and admirers wondered why she never remarried. Join Facts First as we delve into the heart of Priscilla's journey, exploring the poignant reasons behind her choice and the remarkable life she's crafted in the wake of Elvis's passing. Priscilla and Elvis's early relationship. In 1959, a young Priscilla Beaulieu had her first fateful encounter with Elvis at a party in Bad Nauheim, West Germany. Priscilla, just 14, had moved to Germany along with her Air Force stepfather and family. Meanwhile, Elvis was serving in the army and stationed nearby. Intrigued by the chance to meet the rock and roll superstar, Priscilla attended the party dressed in a sailor-style dress, not knowing this would spark a relationship that would change her life. When Elvis first saw Priscilla, he was captivated by her youthful beauty, dark hair, and blue eyes. After learning she was still in high school, Elvis affectionately called her just a baby. At 24, Elvis was in a vulnerable place, still grieving the recent loss of his beloved mother Gladys. Priscilla's resemblance to Gladys and her innocence strongly appealed to Elvis. He reputedly told his friend Rex Mansfield that Priscilla was young enough that he could train her any way he wanted. After their first meeting, Elvis pursued Priscilla relentlessly. He showered her with attention and gifts, won over her strict military father, and gradually seduced the impressionable young girl. She became infatuated, living only for her visits with Elvis. She began to underperform in school, which deeply concerned her parents. Whenever they tried to restrict her from seeing Elvis, Priscilla would become hysterical and misbehave. During Elvis's 18 months in Germany, he and Priscilla grew extremely close, but reportedly didn't consummate their relationship as he wanted her to remain a virgin until marriage. When Elvis returned home in 1960, Priscilla was heartbroken, but Elvis soon resumed contact, phoning her frequently. After months of long-distance courtship, Priscilla convinced her reluctant parents to let her visit Elvis in America when she was 15. During this fateful trip, Elvis had Priscilla's hair and makeup completely made over to suit his sexy but innocent vision for her. The visit sparked an intense chapter, with Priscilla repeatedly begging her parents to let her move to Memphis to be near Elvis. They finally relented in 1963, allowing the smitten teenager to finish high school living with Elvis's father. This marked the start of Priscilla's full immersion into Elvis's world, as he continued molding her into his ideal woman. Marriage and family. After years of dating long distance, Elvis and Priscilla finally tied the knot in 1967. According to reports, Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, encouraged the wedding to avoid further controversy over their living arrangements. On May 1st, Elvis and Priscilla were wed in an 8-minute ceremony in Las Vegas. Just 9 months later, she gave birth to their only child, Lisa Marie Presley, February 1st, 1968. According to Priscilla's later accounts, both she and Elvis had mixed feelings about becoming parents so soon, wondering how it would impact his career and public image. Reportedly, Elvis had doubts about balancing fatherhood and fame, while Priscilla feared pregnancy would make Elvis less attracted to her. Their concerns appeared well-founded when midway through Priscilla's pregnancy, Elvis unexpectedly left her for a trial separation. He later told her he had been struggling with personal issues and whether fans would accept him as a father. The separation was brief, but hinted at wider troubles. After Lisa Marie's birth, Elvis reportedly lost all intimacy with Priscilla, refusing to share a bed with her. She claimed he felt unable to be romantic with a woman who had a child. Their communication worsened, with Elvis unwilling to show vulnerability. Priscilla leaves Elvis. By the late 60s, Priscilla grew increasingly unhappy and restless in her marriage to Elvis. According to later accounts, she felt she had lost her identity by solely living for Elvis, shaping herself to his desires since her teens. With Elvis constantly touring for his music comeback, Priscilla was left alone at Graceland with Lisa Marie. She began seeking activities outside the marriage to fill her time. In 1968, she started dance lessons, which allowed her to meet new people. She soon began an affair with her handsome dance instructor, Mike Stone, later describing it as a wake-up call that made her see she could have an identity beyond Elvis. After several months, she confessed the affair to Elvis in 1972, saying she wanted to leave him. Elvis was devastated by the affair and her desire to leave, according to those close to him. Elvis had expected her to stay by his side unconditionally despite his own philandering on the road. Priscilla later clarified that when confessing the affair, Elvis made forceful sexual advances, which she regretted describing as him forcing himself on her. She emphasized feeling hurt by Elvis's lack of sensitivity to her needs as a woman. After this emotional confrontation, Priscilla left Graceland and filed for divorce in 1972. She reportedly told Elvis she still loved him, but needed to understand herself outside their marriage. Elvis continued wishing for a reconciliation, once even considering violent retaliation against Mike Stone before being talked out of it. Despite his bitterness over the divorce, he and Priscilla remained close. Priscilla described their split as amicable, saying they never lost their friendship. After months of negotiation, the divorce was finalized in October 1973. Priscilla gained custody of Lisa Marie with generous alimony payments from Elvis. Life after Elvis. After her divorce, she was eager to build an identity separate from her ex-husband. Just 4 years later, Elvis suffered a fatal heart attack in 1977 at just 42 years old. Priscilla was devastated by the shocking loss of her ex-husband and longtime friend. She later described wanting to die herself upon hearing the tragic news. As Elvis left their daughter Lisa Marie as sole heir to his estate, Priscilla took charge of navigating the complex finances and preserving Elvis's legacy. Graceland had become run down and losing money, costing over $500,000 a year to maintain. Despite almost going bankrupt, Priscilla persevered and turned Graceland into a profitable tourist attraction. Just months after opening it to the public in 1982, she had recouped her entire investment. She also cultivated her own show business career on television and in Hollywood. She landed a starring role playing Jenna Wade on the hit show Dallas from 1983 to 88. She also appeared in the comedy film series Naked Gun. She guest starred on various other TV shows, using her fame as Elvis's ex-wife to gain acting opportunities. She had a long relationship with producer Marco Garibaldi from 1984 to 2006. Their son Navarone was born in 87. She was open about never wanting to marry again after Elvis, feeling she had met her great love. Though the couple separated in 2006, they remained close friends and co-parents. Why she never remarried. During a public speaking event in November of 2022, Priscilla disclosed that she had never wanted to remarry. In her thoughts, no man could measure up to Elvis as her great love story. According to Priscilla's comments, she believed Elvis himself likely could not have handled her taking another husband after him. She said it would have upset him deeply to think of her committing to someone else, even after their divorce. She implied that remarriage was off the table to avoid causing Elvis any jealousy or angst before his untimely passing. Beyond conjecturing his feelings, Priscilla stressed that Elvis had simply been the love of her life. She felt certain no new romance could eclipse the passion and excitement of her youth with Elvis. Though they divorced in 1973, her love for him endured. Now it's time to hear from you. Can you relate to Priscilla's enduring love for Elvis? Do you think she made the right decision not to remarry? Let us know in the comments section below.